Welcome back to this year's Empower Gala. I'm Blythe Whaley alongside Carrie Johansson, and you're speaking tonight. Thanks so much for being here.
Absolutely. Thanks so much.
And Carrie, I want to get started on what it's like to be in this room right now. This energy is building for sure.
Yeah, this is my first time here for this event, and it is beautiful and really exciting. There's just a lot of smiles everywhere, and people are genuinely excited to be here, I think.
Yeah, that's a true representation on what's happening around us. But Carrie, besides today being the first time you've been at this specific event, how long have you been a part of TeamWomen or around these events?
Yeah, so it's actually a former male coworker that encouraged me to join last year. And so last year, around May, actually, I just took the plunge and went to the 2024 Leadership Academy, or Leadership Conference, in May, and started getting involved after that.
Neat. Yeah, it's always nice to see how long people have been a part of TeamWomen and the impact. But I also want to touch on maybe some of the difficult times that led you to TeamWomen so they can help other people that maybe are going through a similar situation. Can you touch on that for me?
Yeah, for sure. So, like I said, last year I got involved in 2024 simply because I was really realizing my network was just the people that I was surrounding myself with at work, so your coworkers, and not a whole lot after that. But really also looking for a community of people, and that's why I was encouraged to join and start attending. But I really was sitting, I would say, on the sidelines. You know, I was happy with where I was at. I was, I went to events but didn't dive in and meet a lot of people, and and that was okay. But then a transition happened all of a sudden for me. I was laid off in early February. Very unexpected, and
which so many people can relate to, so I'm glad you're sharing that with our audience.
Yeah, and so I was just really happy and grateful that I had TeamWomen right away to say, you know what, I need help, and so I dove in head first. I made sure that I talked with Katie. Katie started introducing me to others. But really, it was so many things during my transition period. It was talking and getting in front of a lot of great people, even just learning how to tell your story clearly, but also just the events and the things, and having something on your calendar that you could go and participate in, that you knew that you were going to surround yourself with people that are like the people that are here tonight. People that are excited and happy to show up, but they instantly gave me support and encouragement and love and wanting to help. And so your thought is usually, these people, when you lose a job or you lose anything really in these things that happen to you in life, you think certain people are going to be there, and it just can be really surprising. And TeamWomen was one of those things that just really came out of the woodwork for me, on people that were just genuinely there to support me. So I'm really, really grateful for that and excited to speak about that tonight.
Well, that's an incredible story. Thank you so much for your vulnerability and your honesty to share that. I also just want to make this really easy for people who are going through a similar situation. Let's break it down for them, because it can be oftentimes really overwhelming. What would be that first step? How do people make that jump to actually attending an event like this?
Yeah, so I think this event alone is already really exciting and fun to be a part of. But even in my times where earlier this spring, there's things that are free or very minimal cost that you can attend. And so I think it's go to and participate in something that is exciting to you. Make yourself, if you're a little bit less shy than I am, but even, I know it's uncomfortable. I know it's not fun. And truly, a transition period it's really hard. It's really hard to, you almost lose your value in a way. And so TeamWomen just was a place that you could just feel like you could be yourself and you were being supported. And And truly, I guess I would just encourage anyone that's on the fence with something like that to just push yourself and go. And, challenge yourself. If you're not a people person, like, have genuine conversations with 3 people. Again, even maybe it's just practicing your story, right? Speaking your truth. And they might know somebody that you should be in front of, right? You never know. And so I never looked at it as a networking thing. I truly looked at it as a community thing. And it just kind of happened from there. So really, really supportive of the organization and so thankful.
I am so happy that you shared that with us to help everyone out there who's listening. And I'm glad we broke it down, got that small step for people to take to really, you don't have to have it all together. And I think that was what I took from your story. You don't have to have everything figured out. There's a community here that is more than happy to help. But Carrie Johansson, thank you so much for being here on the red carpet with me. Thank you so much for speaking tonight at the Empower Gala. Really appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Well, more wonderful interviews like Carrie coming up next on our red carpet. Make sure you're sticking around for this year's Empower Gala.